Mastercard, universally known as the Walmart version of credit card processors. So how is it going to compete with the fine hotels and resort program with American Express that you're expecting luxury hotels, the best credits, the best service, and just overall the best experiences? But first, which credit cards even come with this benefit? Is it locked behind a $700 annual fee credit card? And for the most part, it isn't. All you need is a Mastercard World card, so the second tier card, or the Mastercard World Elite. And these cards are fairly accessible. The Chase Freedom Flex is a World Elite MasterCard. The Built MasterCard is a World Elite MasterCard, especially since you don't need to get a credit card with an annual fee. The benefits are really similar to the fine hotels and resort. Many of them have daily breakfast for two, room upgrades if it's available, early check-in when available, late checkout when available, hotel credit or spa services equivalent to $100, and basic Wi-Fi. However, I will say after doing a bit more research into the Mastercard Luxury Hotels and Resort program, it's not consistent with every single property. You know how American Express, when you're booking a fine hotels and resort, you're expecting the $100, you're expecting the 4 p.m. late checkout. And when you book a blue version, the hotel collection, you're expecting a lesser experience. So just maybe the amenity credit. Some hotels have free breakfast, but you know it's going to be lesser than the fine hotels and resort. It seems like Mastercard doesn't really differentiate between those two options and kind of lump everything together. So some hotels, you have to be really careful. You're looking at them and you're expecting a $100 credit, right? Not every hotel has that $100 credit, so you always have to double check. Even some hotels, which I learned through my booking, which I'll share with you later, don't have a guaranteed late checkout period. Even worse is sometimes you'll be looking at a property and you'll be like, this property is in the Mastercard Luxury Hotels and Resort program, but it depends on the day. Some days you book it, maybe it's a Friday and Saturday, you'll see it, it's listed there, it has the benefits, everything, it seems perfect. But maybe you don't want to book that day. When you go and search it on a different day, it may not pop up under the program. So that can be really frustrating. But here's another thing that I found interesting. There isn't that much of a markup, if there is at all, on the Mastercard's hotel luxury program. Like the hotel that I'm booking in this video was only marked up, I think about $7, which kind of goes on and kind of reminds me, how do you book a Mastercard luxury hotel and resort program? So you can go about this two different ways. You can book it directly through the website and just go through the process. Now, it's really similar to booking through a third party like Expedia, but I'm gonna just say this again. If you're going to book a hotel using the Mastercard program, you have to call the Mastercard concierge. It is totally worth it. And this was my experience doing that. Check this out. So she gave me a star above my name. Pretty cool.
Thank you for calling Revolution Mastercard concierge. My name is Crystal. How may I assist?
Hey Crystal, I'm gonna be, I was hoping if y'all could help me plan kind of my 9th anniversary in Nashville, Tennessee.
Absolutely. That sounds like so much fun. Congratulations.
Maybe gift recommendations will also be good as well, but I'm mainly looking at maybe some activities to do and some dining, of course. That would be great. Also, would you be able to help me book a hotel through the Mastercard hotel collection, or would that be someone else?
That would be someone else.
Gotcha.
I can get you there after the call. Hi, sir. Thank you so much for your patience in waiting. I have Megan from the travel department on the line. She'll help you book that hotel. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Thank you.
So was there any specific hotel you were looking for in Nashville, or were you looking to see what options were available?
So I think I was looking at the Virgin Hotel in Nashville, and if it's possible, I would like to try to look at the rates for June 23rd and the 24th.
The total cost, including taxes and fees, would be $271.91.
Okay.
It looks like this one includes daily breakfast, a $100 food and beverage credit, room upgrade subject to availability, and free Wi-Fi, and I think early check-in, late checkout if it's available.
Gotcha. By chance, would you, so I kind of looked over the benefits for the Mastercard hotels. For late checkout, is there like a specific time that would include, or would it just be up to the hotel's discretion?
Yep, so we can go ahead and put in a request for late checkout. It would not be guaranteed, just depending on hotel availability.
Gotcha.
Did you want to go ahead and book that hotel?
Yeah, that would work out.
And you wanted to go ahead and put the late checkout request. Did you know what time you were looking for?
If it's possible, it would be like awesome if it's like 5 p.m. But of course, if it's not possible, that's all right.
I can go ahead and put in that request, and then you'll just have to check with them once you arrive to see if they can go ahead and accommodate that.
Gotcha. I'm kind of wondering if MasterCard is able to do anything special for the anniversary, or if it's up to just strictly the hotel's discretion. Well, we'll have to see. So now that we booked a hotel, how was the actual experience, especially comparing it to the American Express Fine Hotels and Resort? When I came to check in, they knew that I had benefits for my stay. Now, it was a little bit interesting because I thought it was like kind of like how American Express does. It's through their American Express program. Surprisingly, the benefits were not through the Mastercard hotel collection. The benefits that they told me were through virtual, so like the travel agency. And also another surprising thing is they didn't really read out the benefits to me. They kind of just gave it to me in this red envelope, which is pretty nice, but definitely a difference compared to the Fine Hotels and Resort. Basically what it says is that we are delighted that you're staying with us and you get a $35 breakfast credit. So really similar to the American Express Fine Hotels and Resort. And that's good for 2 people, so technically $70. And that's good for the coffee shop, in-room dining, and at their restaurant. Along with that, you also get a $100 food and beverage credit for any place within the hotel. Technically, they call it a food and beverage credit versus American Express, they call it an amenity credit. But overall, that was my thoughts on the check-in experience. Now, the actual room, it was interesting. It was definitely set up, it's kind of weird, as it gave me the vibes of like a love hotel. The shower has like kind of a glass door. Now it's not like, you know, completely clear to glass, but if there's movement behind that door, you can kind of see it. And same with the toilet. There is this vanity space of where I'm recording right now. So that's pretty cool. But this whole little space right here, it looks really big, but this is the whole bathroom space. And then the other space is just your bedroom and living area kind of. So it's kind of smashed all together. It's basically a studio apartment. Another interesting about this hotel, which I really recommend you don't stay if you guys aren't a couple. If you're a couple of friends, I would not stay here. It's really weird. When you close the door in between the bed area and the bathroom area, there's a peephole. Really strange. And the peephole is going from the bedroom and looking into the changing area and the shower area. And honestly, if you're not really looking too closely at the door, you wouldn't even notice it. They also have like a window perch where you can see the rest of the city. And I was upgraded to the city view. Not anything super special, but you know, slightly nicer. I think it was an extra like $30 charge. So I guess I got that for free. They also had a mini bar, and what I really love about this hotel is it's really tech advanced. So from the TV, you can basically order in-room dining. You can control the lights, control the AC. You can basically control the whole room from just the TV. So I thought that was really cool. And when we first came into the hotel, and this is why I recommend booking through the Mastercard concierge, there was a little letter set out for me. And when I opened the letter, it was a message from the Mastercard concierge. And it says, "I hope you're having a lovely time in Nashville. We look forward to assisting with you with all your future requests. All the best, Crystal, Mastercard concierge." That's really sweet. And along with that note, we got like a pile of free cookies. So there was like about 6 of them, and they were actually pretty good. And along with that, we got like a $6 sparkling water. The rest of the hotel, really fun vibes. There's like the whole lobby area. There's this place called the Funny Library, really decked out. A lot of people actually working there, and there's like a little coffee shop. Pretty good place to, you know, do some work. There's like a bar and cafe area, and the bar is, you know, it's like a lounge type area, and there's even like a secret room back there, and everything is just decorated just so nicely. And on the top, there's a rooftop. There's also a dining area too. I don't know what they call it. It's called like pool club or something. You can order food and drinks, and while you're ordering food and drinks, you can order that to the pool area, and you can just hang out in the pool. And the pool is pretty cool, pretty big, nice. There was a lot of people there, so surprisingly, even though we're staying on a Monday. However, one thing that was really interesting about this hotel, I know Virgin is like a UK based company, and surprisingly, there was a lot of Europeans that were staying in this hotel. There was this time I was in the elevator and I was just by myself, and I was just going through up all the floors, and I tapped my key card and I wanted to go to like the 3rd floor just to check it out. And there was this person, I assumed they were European, they were just kind of yelling at me in a different language, and I'm like, what? You can tap your key card on there. But you know, I was gonna be nice, and I tapped a key card for them, and I assumed that they were gonna press the floor, and they just kept looking at me and just kept yelling at me. I'm like, dude, I don't work here. What are you doing? But me and my wife wanted some real food, and we wanted to try out one of the recommendations that the Mastercard concierge recommended us. And it's not one of the fanciest places, but I kind of wanted to try it. It was a ramen shop that they recommended. I believe it was called Otaku Ramen, and it was pretty good. It's kind of interesting. So like I've said in previous videos, the Mastercard concierge is really one of the best. They give you as many details about that restaurant that you could possibly know. And one of those things that they included was an insider tip. And the insider tip that Mastercard recommended at this restaurant was to try out the buns. And they were exactly right. The buns were probably one of the best things that we ate at that restaurant. Now, how did I decide to use the credits that I got booking through the Mastercard program or the Virtuoso? So for breakfast, it was actually a little bit hard to use for breakfast because we got $35 per person, so $70. We only were able to order like $48 of food, and it was quite a lot of food. Like we got avocado toast, we got 2 eggs, we got a breakfast burrito, and chicken and waffles. Still only came up to like $48. Now for the breakfast credit, that definitely didn't include taxes and fees and gratuity. And how I tried to figure out to use the rest, because, you know, that's a good chunk. So I went to the funny library, ordered 2 cups of coffee, and I still think we were under $70. That's just going to have to go by the wayside, I guess. And in about 30 minutes, they brought the food in, and we could eat it in their room, eat it in bed if you wanted to. The rest of the $100 credit, so last night I got a cocktail and we got a glass of wine, and after taxes and fees, that came out to about $55. So we still had $45 left. I didn't know what to do with it. I was maybe going to go to the mini bar, but I'm like, maybe I can try to find, you know, a big glass of wine, a big bottle of wine, and get it from the dining area. The bar. Big mistake. I don't really consume wine, so I don't, or alcohol too much. I usually just get the fruity cocktails. And I'm like, hey, there's this $56 bottle of wine, but let's go ahead and do that. Little to my knowledge, that wasn't actually worth $56, but I was able to use the rest of the $100 credit. Honestly, probably would have just been better off getting something from the mini bar, because the mini bar prices are closer to the real price of the alcohols. But I did get a bunch of samples.
Want to taste it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't want you to buy anything that you're not going to drink.
Right.
You know?
No, I appreciate it.
All right, so this is the Chloe. I also brought you the rosé to see if you might like this one.
Yeah.
Taste that.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Just sign that for me.
Okay.
And then I will put this in the back for you.
Gotcha, appreciate it. I got the full bottle. I guess I got something out of it. And when we went to check out, all of our credits were officially applied to the bill, everything that I was expecting. So after everything that we bought on the property, food and beverage wise, because that was the only thing that the hotel credit was good for, it came out to $29 extra. But also when checking out, here's the second benefit of using the Mastercard concierge to book the stay for you. So, you know, normally with the American Express Fine Hotels and Resort program, a lot of luxury hotel programs, they'll give you a guaranteed checkout of 4 p.m. But could you request a guaranteed 5 p.m. late checkout? And in a couple of days, they were able to guarantee that really, really late checkout, which I was really surprised with. Now for the anniversary gift, especially since this was our 9th anniversary, I wanted to maybe get something my wife a little bit something special. I actually requested a couple of things, so I wanted to see if I could get flowers delivered up to the room. Hey, Crystal.
Oh, great. I spoke to the hotel. They are happy to receive flowers.
A second option was to get a box of chocolates. Now, it was a little bit weird. I kind of wanted to test the concierge out.
Oh, she has a brand she really likes.
I honestly don't know. There was a time we stayed at, I believe, the Waldorf Astoria, and they had like really nice chocolates, but I cannot for the life of me think what the chocolate was.
I can definitely look into that, see if I can find those, but there's no guarantee.
Gotcha.
We'll find out what they are at least.
Right. And I gotta say, my Mastercard concierge, Crystal, she went above and beyond. She told me those chocolates must be really good because when she called the Waldorf Astoria personally herself, which I was really surprised with, and the Waldorf Astoria said, actually, we make that in-house, and unfortunately, we can't sell it out of the hotel. Honestly, at this point, I was just impressed that she even called the hotel and got this information. But now for the actual gift, you know, something nice. I actually went with one of the recommendations because it was really that cool, and it's sitting right back there. Let me go grab it. How neat is this? So this is what Crystal, the Mastercard concierge, recommended. It's basically a custom art canvas, and it's you know, a vinyl record of your favorite song, and it says what wedding anniversary is and our song listed out here. And I thought this was a really cool gift, especially for our 9th anniversary and keeping on theme of going to Nashville, because you know Nashville has the stereotype of being the music city. So if I haven't made it clear already, I am really in love with the Mastercard concierge service, and especially with the Mastercard luxury hotel and resort program. I think it's really solidified, you know, Mastercard being a really major competitor to the American Express. Now, would I stay in the Virgin Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee again? Maybe not. It's not like my favorite hotel, but if you're really into the Nashville vibe, which is kind of like Cowboy Vegas, as some people have put it, then yeah, I mean, you get the full experience of being in Nashville, just staying at this hotel. And also, this hotel, when we checked in, they gave us free local snacks. So they gave us like a gooey gooey bar, which is, you know, native to Tennessee. I saw they were giving out bandanas, and I'm gonna try to get one. Oh, thank you very much. You're welcome. That's about it for the Mastercard hotel collection. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it's a major killer for the fine hotels and resort program through American Express? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you later. Next time though, I want to try a 5-star hotel through the Mastercard program. See if there's, you know, a drastic difference.